Hello, everybody. A little late with the show, if you call this a show. I woke up a little while ago, not doing well at all. But it's Sunday, so I thought I might as well go up under the banner of Coffee with Lavender. Oh, God. I'm not happy. First of all, I'm alive. It's a good reason for me to not be happy. I had a little bit of pain-free time on Friday. Wasn't very much. It was broken into pieces. I don't know where I am right now. I don't know what I'm doing. Where is all this? I'm not sure. All right, we have gotta see where I am. I've only got about 6 hours time left on StreamYard before they charge me, and it'll be $20 a month, and I think they bill annually. There's no way I'm gonna spend $120 on this, and well, no way I'd spend 20 anyway. But I'm gonna have to carry this laptop around and I'm going to have to do some cleaning. I always have to do cleaning. I never do any of it. What have I got over here? I can't remember why I came to this page. Oh, I think I remember. If I can just remember how to do it. I can't remember anything. Can't remember anything. Okay, well, here's here. If I go to my channel, where am I now? Where am I? Where am I? I've got to find the right stuff on here. This is a really old version of my channel. I don't even remember what the versions of my channel are. What do we have here? I don't remember what any of it is called. I can't remember what I'm doing. I don't know what's going on. I need help. I need help. I know I'm in the wrong place. Did I find something? I might have found something. I don't know. I found something, but I don't know if it's the right thing. It may not be. None of this looks right. I don't know. I'm just all confused. I'm a big confused mess. I have to find out what this says. Moo moo. Okay, so I guess this is. It seems to be the wrong title, but oh well. Tina, I'm trying to find the version of the channel I used to use all the time. I can't even remember what it was called. I'm having my day's nourishment, in case anyone's wondering. I'm afraid to use my food stamp balance. Well, I can't use it until I get the replacement card anyway, but I've got to see where I am. I've got to see what I'm doing. Okay, here's enter adhesive. Um, okay, wait a minute. I'm going to go over here. Okay, I'm going to get this up. That's not going to work. I've got to think of something to look for that's reasonably unique. There's a kitten over here, an almost 7-year-old kitten. Mage, give me a minute. Where am I? I don't know where I am. You've got to find me. I don't know where I am. I don't know what I'm doing. I've got to find. I've got to find where I am. Okay, let me think. Let me do some thinking. Let's go to the messages block over here. Okay, okay, wait a minute. It's starting to make some sense. If I hit the invite thing, all right, now, where am I? Okay, what if I go over here? Okay, wait. Okay, there's from age. There's from Mom NATO. Okay, wait. Where am I? I don't know where I am. I don't know what I'm doing. It scares me. I'm going to put something here. I hope I put some stuffs out. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm so sorry. Sorry, I'm worthless. What do we have?
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
We know you're not worthless.
There seems to be a lot of chat here. When did this start?
Looks like 20 minutes ago, or about a half hour ago.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, and I'm sure I could get a fair price, on the black market.
What?
The
What?
organ
What? Why
harvest.
am I?
What? What? What?
Why am I? Why am I echoing? I've got to find the cause of my echo.
Do people hear me right now? Hello?
Hello.
Does anyone hear me?
I can hear you.
I hear you. Do you hear
Okay.
me?
Yeah, but I've been saying, does anyone hear me for like 30 seconds?
I've been echoing all over the place, and I didn't know why. And I'm hoping I've found the reason.
We're not hearing an echo.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like the chat's hearing an echo either.
Well, at least I'm keeping my screwing up to myself.
No,
There's probably just a speaker on that shouldn't be.
probably.
How's everybody today?
All right, I suppose. Been watching some Netflix stuff. There's a show called Another Life that I want to see what happens, but boy, howdy, am I pissed off with how they're handling a lot of it.
I'm looking at a site that might be able to help you. Maybe we can help chip in with paying for this. But it's called Life Pittsburgh Living Independently for Elderly. It might be a service that might be able to help you out with all these little things like cleaning up and
Yeah, I saw
whatnot.
that in the Twitter DM group.
Yeah, I haven't looked into it too much. I just noticed it and I figured, okay, might as well put it out there. You can look into it.
I need all the help I can get, short of freezing my arse off.
Is that happening?
You guys are pressuring me to do that.
To do what?
I wasn't gonna even get into it.
Yeah, it was something that people thought might help, maybe, if you want it.
As time goes on, I'm willing to do more and more. I still don't want to move.
I understand. I know it doesn't sound like I understand, but I do.
I thought the senior living thing, the independent thing, was like an in-home, like you wouldn't have to move. I didn't read it either, but I thought that's what it was.
Yeah, it kind of looks like something that, yeah, it looks like it's something that goes to the person. Let me check the frequently asked questions. See if
Yeah,
they-
that was the impression I got, which means you wouldn't have to move, which I think sounds ideal, frankly.
Yeah, the only problem with this is going to cost money. So
Hmm.
we would need. So this might the question of how long term this would be.
I can't afford anything that costs very much.
Well, do you happen to have any rich elderly relatives?
Nope.
Ah, that's a
See
shame.
here. See if
Don't
they
even have any candidates.
let's see if they have anything here that covers mentions here's costs. Life program, comprehensive program that specifies address the care of needs, includes prescription drugs with no monthly premiums, deductibles, or co-pays for eligible seniors. Please speak with an assessment and enrollment specialist to determine if you're eligible to receive new service at no cost to you. So you might be able to get this without cost.
What do you know? I mean, if it's anything like some of the income-driven stuff they did in Seattle, like food stamps and stuff, yeah. I mean, hell, it was because I'm awfully low income that they paid for my brain surgery in California.
You were you technically zero income at the time?
Yes, I think so. I don't remember if I was still doing YouTube videos. I think I was. So, but I mean, I was low enough income. But like seriously, while I was able to live pretty comfortably on my YouTube income, or rather my Patreon income, it was only because I wasn't paying rent that I was able to do it. So I was effectively making poverty wages as far as the technical, like, persnickety bean counters would be concerned. So, if you're making like less than 1,200 a month, you're fine.
Well, unfortunately, I am making just a little bit more than that.
Well, I mean, I'm saying that's the limit I know, and that's the limit where it was and actually that wasn't even a limit. That's what I was making, and it was good enough. I think if you're making less than minimum wage, technically, like per month, you're fine. And even if you are making minimum wage, you might have like a $5 copay. It's seriously really easy to do.
Because the Republicans really did a job on me.
Sorry, what do you mean?
Well, a lot of the food stamps have been cut out.
Oh, that. Okay.
And that's how I was eating.
Hmm. I don't know. Are your neighbors particularly in shape? Do they have some good steaks and chops on them?
I wish.
Ah, well, what you gonna do? Wait a minute, don't you have like 1,000 frozen turkeys and hams and shit?
I wish.
Huh, I could have sworn you told me about, like, every show you would say, like, oh yeah, I've got a whole turkey freezing in the. I thought, okay, maybe I misunderstood.
Well, I ate a lot of the stuff I had. And I don't have space for the chest freezer I wish I had.
I don't know. I prefer to keep my chest nice and warm, but that's just me. No, okay. I'll just see myself out. Yeah, well.
Or if you can handle calling yourself for yourself, Diana, there's a number I put in the chat
What, where, when?
for the thing I was just talking about that might be able to get you assistance.
Although I don't think 8675309 is a real number. Kidding.
Oh, I see. You put it in the side chat. Okay.
God, it's funny. Every time I hear someone say side chat, I can't help thinking of that horrible Christian side hug song. No one remembers that?
Oh,
Okay.
I remember. I unfortunately remember that.
All right. I don't know why every time someone, well, it doesn't help that anytime someone says a word with, like the prefix trans in it, what goes through my head is more than meets the, Transformers. So it's just, I hate my brain. I really do. It's like every time in San Diego, someone would abbreviate it SD, and I'm like, we're not living in a Star Destroyer. It's just, I can't help it. My brain loves to rebel when there's two ways to interpret something someone says.
I don't know if I know how to use the phone anymore.
I am very concerned about your mental faculties, these by the looks of things.
I'm concerned about it.
I think you're too alone. I think you're too isolated. I think you need to be around more people more often. Because I have noticed when these shows start, you look like you're about to do yourself harm. But after a couple of minutes of chatting, you start to seem a bit more centered. I think you need to spend less time alone.
Well,
Yes.
Honestly, I don't know what I need.
Well, I can only say what I suspect.
Frankly, I think I need a bullet in the head.
Yeah, you've been saying that since I met you. I don't think that's the solution.
Where am I? Over here. Here I am.
I mean, honestly, I'm a little bit basing what I said on my own experiences. I know that if I'm alone too long, I start getting in my own head and I become, if not my own worst enemy, at least pretty darn close. My own worst henchman, maybe. I don't know. Or who knows, my own worst minion. No, I was watching that movie last night and Xander was fascinated by it. He could not stop watching the Minions movie. It was weird. Cute, but weird.
It wasn't that long ago I was in pretty fair shape, and now I'm a mess.
Not really sure how to respond to that, but there are, options for getting better. It just takes money.
Oh, yeah, as if I have any of that.
Well, most of us don't, but, like this community has rallied around people when they've asked for help.
And that's what I'm hoping we do now.
There could always be one of those, YouTube fundraisers, a 24-hour begathon, works for other people.
Yeah.
I'm tired of begging for. I've got to be.
What? I mean, there's no other solution, really. You got to rely on
I'm
the
going to
kindness
be
of people who
tiring
give a
people
shit.
with all this begging.
We're still here. Okay, we're saying we want you to do this sort of thing so you can get better. So like there's no reason to say like that we need to not bother trying because we're going to. Like it or lump it, we're going to try and help you get better. You know, because we care and shit.
I don't know
And
why. I
if
don't
we
know
have to
why.
start a 24-hour begathon without you, I'm sure we'll do it.
Like I said, if anyone can take a closer look at what that link I posted and all that, maybe you might be able to get some help without needing to add extra cost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if they can't, maybe we can find another service similar to it that can help you. I mean, this is just the first thing I came across, really.
I know that.
Oh, well, here we
I
go.
see
Have
that.
difficulty paying for medications without any deductibles or copays. Here you go. It's easy enough. It's right there.
I don't know if anybody put this up before. I see that Beck put up something about Life Pittsburgh. I looked into them, and memory serves, they want me to do everything through them and give up all of the associations that I already have. And I'm not ready to do that.
Why not?
Example, I've been with my doctor for years. We have a good rapport. We're on a first name basis.
Okay. I'm
Um,
curious, what are you willing to give up? Because it sounds like you may need to give up something in order to have a net gain here.
Yeah, it sounds to me like insisting on sticking with what already works is going to result in, well, disaster. You need more than what you got.
I need more than what I've got, but I can't lose too much trying to gain it.
Okay, but what if you lose everything because you didn't try?
Then maybe I could just go off and die.
Okay, see, people are trying to help you,
I'm
and
frightened, okay? I'm frightened of losing everything because that's all that's happened to me over the years. I've only lost.
Dying would be losing everything.
it would, and I didn't want to have to be the one to say that.
I wouldn't know it.
What if it could be even better than it is now? What if it could be better than it was before?
I would have to have assurance of that. And right about now, it would take a lot more than words.
Well, why though? I mean, everything's a risk, but right now things aren't working. You might need to take a risk.
Because whatever I've done has resulted in a net loss so far.
Well, it sounds like doing nothing will result in a total loss. I mean, really, what if things could be a lot better? Actually, let me try that another way. Would you like things to get better?
I would many much like things to get better. I'm not sure how they would.
Well, what if
I don't
being
know. I don't know
sure-
how to judge whether things are better or not.
Well, what if being sure isn't possible, but things getting better is? Like, what if there's no guarantee, but if you try, you could get something awesome?
I I'm afraid of getting jacked over like I have.
Well,
The
right now,
hospitals, for example,
mm-hmm.
have really jacked me over, trying to put me into restraints for absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that's a hospital for you.
Well, we can't help you if you won't let us.
What am I supposed to do?
Take a chance on something that sounds like it could really help. Even if you're not given a guarantee, it sounds like you can get something good out of it. Man, I'm trying really hard not to say what have you got to lose, but what else have I got left? I mean, seriously, what really would happen if you tried? I mean, would you really be worse off than you are now?
At the moment, I have shelter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so afraid of losing that now because I'm losing everything else.
Well, you can't get in-home care if you don't have a home. So if you go with the in-home care people, they'll probably try to help you out. Besides, I looked at the website. It did say stuff about housing. If you go with this, what was it called, Life Pittsburgh or whatever, they're there to try to provide the things that you think you're going to lose.
And you
Okay,
don't have to leave Pittsburgh to do it.
There you go.
I'm going to look at this. If this is. All right. See if this is what I had looked at. Helping seniors remain at home. God, it looks like the thing I looked at.
It might be, but well, maybe you can talk to them, see if they will let you keep the doctors that you're familiar with.
It's possible. And oh, I so don't want to say this, but you know all those things you want to do, like going to Wrigley Field and seeing another game and all of that stuff, or whatever it was. You got to get better to do that.
And also, like I said, it may be, if you feel you're unable to make these calls and talk to these people and finagle things, maybe we can get somebody else in the community to help you do that.
Please, would somebody do that? I'm not sure if I'm up to it. Really, I'm not.
Yeah.
I know what that's like.
I-
Talking to bureaucrats sucks.
I don't know what to ask anymore.
Yeah. Okay. There's a number for the place that we're talking about. Again, if anybody wants to help Diana out, it's in the live chat.
Although also my experiences with similar organizations, like when I had to have my head meats fixed, if you just call up and say, look, I need something, but I don't know what I can get out of you, they'll give you an orientation of some sort. They'll tell you about all of their services. You don't have to know everything before you start asking them questions.
That's something I'm terrible at myself. I'm horrible at calling people.
Yeah, it freaks me out a little, and I hate dealing with Muzak and being on hold for 20 minutes and all that shit. But again, like I say, if you ask them for help and tell them about your situation, they'll help you out. You don't have to like go to them and say, I want option B on your menu. They'll tell you what the options are.
Yeah, my big problem is also it tends to trigger my anxiety, so it's not good.
Yeah.
Seeing they're trying to make a call while I have an anxiety attack over the phone doesn't help too much.
Although I have noticed ever since I've moved to Vermont, all the people in Vermont are so much more polite on the phone than anywhere else.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. That's one of the things I like about living here. People are much more neighborly than on the West Coast, especially California. Yeah, it's a town where you won't get, well, a town, yeah, right, Vermont's the size of a fucking town. No, what I mean, it's the kind of place where people won't give me a dirty look if I hold the door open for them as they're leaving and I'm about to enter a place of business. Because that happened to me in San Diego. No, Vermont's the kind of place where people will thank you. Yeah. And it's always good to say please and thank you to counter help and wait staff. They appreciate it. Or if they don't, they at least don't spit in your food.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to find all my Google accounts and I don't know how.
How many do you have?
At least 3.
Why?
I'm not sure, but I do.
Oh.
This isn't the right one because I don't have a wrench in places I've had wrenches. This may be the first one I ever made.
I have 2 Gmail accounts, but one of them was just purely for Quinn Redshift and all of the casting and all that. The other one's my main account. Would be nice if you had someone from the community who's local.
It would be. I think I would like that most of the time.
Like there was one other Vermonter in the community back in the day, and he moved like 10 years ago. So what you gonna do? It's actually startling how many freaking churches there are here, but nobody's like rabid and screaming the way they are in other places. It's kind of weird. Like, there's a like a Jewish temple and a mosque right next to each other, a synagogue and a mosque next to each other, and nobody gives a shit. Like there's no rivalry, no animosity, nothing. But there's still religious organizations, and there's like tons and tons and tons of them, and it's just weird how many there are. I don't remember that from when I was raised here. But at least no one's getting up in anyone else's face because they follow the wrong imaginary sky fairy. So that's something.
I guess there's where I sometimes wish I could believe in God and belong to a church and have a community, but I can't do that.
Well, there are other ways to get communities for sure, but a lot of them expect you to be into sci-fi fantasy more than you are. Hey, have you ever thought about going back to Mensa? I know you enjoyed that.
I can't afford the dues.
Oh, I didn't know there were dues. Okay.
Probably about $100 a year.
Yikes. All right. I had no idea. Maybe there's something similar, though. I mean, hell, there's probably a chess club somewhere if you're into that.
I haven't played chess in 50 years.
Well, whatever you're into. The point is that there are a lot of communities built around activities. In fact, if I think about it, it was because I started playing laser tag out in the woods with a bunch of people in Seattle that I ever found the Seagoth community. Because I made friends with someone in that who introduced me to the girl I was crushing on, who shoved me into the community. So seriously, like, join something, find something based on your interests and join it.
Oh, okay. Mensa dues are only $80 a year.
And if they let you pay them like monthly, that would make it even easier.
Of course, you've got to be able to get around, and all their stuff is like restaurant meetings. You need money for that.
Well, still, I mean, it's something. It's an idea. Find something you're interested in and that has a community around it. They're online all over the place. And to answer what is that Shield said, Seagoth is Seattle goth, like goths in Seattle. I kind of got shoved into the goth scene by this girl that I was like totally into and sort of stayed for a good 15, 20 years. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Seattle goths are very different. I've said it before. I've described how, but it's to put it very succinctly. It's a bunch of geeks who wanted to be, or a bunch of geeks who wanted to be scary instead of nerdy. That's the way I always put it. Yeah, it's not like they were full on living the life, dressing like freaking Lestat or whatever all day, 24/7. Yeah, it's not like that. Most of them just wear black. That's all.
Well,
Maybe you're into BDSM,
Well, speaking about something that would be scary for you, and I'm actually planning on getting a dog.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I don't know what Xander's up to over there, but he is totally playing with a doorstop. I don't know. Can I get the? No, it's around the corner. Dang. Oh well.
Boing, boing, boing.
Oh no! One of the plastic wedge ones that you jam under the door to keep it open.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've had a cat play with those ones, with the spring ones too.
Hmm. I think I have like maybe one of those in here somewhere. Most of the doorstop thingies like that's whatever are the just the sort of rubber ring that has been like screwed into the wall. You know the one I'm talking about? Or not? Nobody knows what I'm talking about.
No, I don't know anything.
Oh. In that case, what number am I thinking of?
69.
iPie +1.
Oh, so close. No, the answer I was thinking of was 3 7/4, which is a lot more than 3.
I don't know how this is. I'm trying to find how to find all my Google accounts, and it's saying a whole bunch of stuff, but I don't see any of it on the screens where they say it's supposed to be.
I'm not actually sure how you could find a Google account without knowing the name of it. I mean, it's not like sending password info to a different account, to your email from like from like Twitter or something. You forget your password there.
Yeah, you kind of need the name and email address.
I mean, I'm assuming at least one of them is the lavenderlady@gmail.com, but I don't know the rest of them. I don't know, were any of them just your legal name? DianaClarion dot or at Gmail?
That's
Or
the one I'm
Diana
on.
dot Clarion?
That's the one I'm on right now, but it's also telling me that it's called the Lavender Lady, and I don't get it. The one that shows up on my titles is Diana Clarion. That's the one that does not give me the wrench. Everywhere I know I had the wrench. And I want to find the one that gave me the wrench everywhere so I can get started there.
One possibility is, you know how YouTube occasionally decides to start screwing people over by like unsubbing them against their will and without informing them and all of that stuff. I mean, maybe a wrench expires after a while. I don't know.
I don't
Maybe.
know.
I've also had the opposite issue with YouTube, where they subscribe me to new channels without me clicking anything.
Huh. I've never had that one happen. Weird.
Yeah, I've had that happen a few times.
I need more YouTube channels to watch. Most of the ones that I was watching basically either stopped showing stuff or became garbage. So, like, I really miss thinking Jimmy Dore was okay. But now, I mean, you know, unlike some people who probably sort of started buying into his weirdly right ish positions after Trump left, yeah, I decided to drop him like a hot rock once I stopped agreeing with him.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I need more YouTube to watch. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, wait a minute. What if I try?
Actually, hell, you know, I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier, but and you'll probably reject it, but if you want community, find a local trans support group.
I don't know if there are any, to tell you the truth. And most of the trans people I know around here are about 30 years younger than I am.
Well, I mean, I'm like,
talking to-
what, 10, 15 years younger than you at least?
Who, you?
Yeah, I forget what age you are. 63, was it?
We're 18 years apart, I think.
Okay.
I'm 65.
Okay, well, I'm still here. So unless you don't want to be talking to me, you know, I think you can talk to the trans people in your area. And honestly, like I said, you seem to need a community. And I don't know how to give that to you from here. So I'm just coming up with ideas. And I think that's a decent one.
I do need a community. I'm with you on that one. I'm not able to get around physically. So that's a little bit of a problem.
Is that a walking thing or a transportation thing?
Yes, basically.
Hmm.
Oh,
I'm able to do less and less physically as the hours go by.
this might trans you. What was this? Trans Uniting, for Pittsburgh, requires for crisis housing assistance. It's got flashing around. Damn it. Bus tickets, suicide resistant mental health crisis.
I don't need suicide resistance right now. I need
Yeah.
help.
Stop that. The point
I
is,
wasn't
that-
even getting. I was just reading the damn thing. Food and housing, bus tickets, how yada yada. So and this looks like a community thing too. Trans United, and see, this is off of University of Pittsburgh. Their list on the bottom here. They got is a mutual aid nonprofit providing resources in Pittsburgh trans community. The organization is led by Dana Stanley, a prominent and social justice warrior amongst the black trans community. Trans uniting are trans, non-binary, and gender expansive people working to better our community needs to live if you're in Pittsburgh.
Oh, I know her.
You know her? Okay.
Yeah,
Like personally, or know of her?
personally.
Oh, well, there you go. You have a contact. You have someone
Okay.
you can talk to who can help you out. Perfect. Perfect.
Go call her. For them.
I'll have to find what number you have.
Yeah, I'll put the link in both live chat and in private chat, so you can go check out the website I was just looking at. In fact, I'll even just so you don't lose it, I'll put it in your DMs in Twitter.
I mean, at this point, I suppose that I can try to pretend to be somebody else in order to fit in.
No one said you had to do that.
Yeah, no one said that.
That was the impression that I had got.
Well, don't do it.
Over the years.
Well, look, I understand what it's like if you irritate people just by being yourself. Believe me, I know. But you don't really have to hide too much. You don't have to change yourself too much to fit in. Just recognize some of the behaviors that maybe piss people off and do those less. But the rest of it, and you can still be yourself. And still, you do have someone who can hook you into the Pittsburgh scene. It's great. This is wonderful.
I don't know if she remembers me.
She doesn't have to.
Yeah, all you have to do is you say, "Hey, I need help. I'm trans. I need help." They're into the whole thing doing that.
You. She very well could remember you. I mean, there have been people that haven't seen me for 20 years, and we only met once or twice, who totally remember me. Granted, I'm a bit of a horse's ass, so maybe that's why, but still, there are people with long memories. And if this is someone who works with a community that needs support, chances are very good the memory's long in this case.
Well, you're a little bit like I am. Yeah, you're the person that they just can't forget as much as they want to.
Well, that's true, but what I meant was other people remembered me. So, and a lot of them were the supportive types of people. In fact, I've noticed the people who are supportive of others tend to remember the people they've supported long after the fact. So, seriously, I would recommend contacting whoever that was and saying, "Hey, I could really use an assist here." And sure, I know asking for help is hard. I find it difficult sometimes, but you need it and you know it.
And again, if you're having trouble calling, maybe we can get somebody else to call on your behalf.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with having an advocate.
I think I need somebody like that. Okay, I think I've said that before. I think I need an advocate. Because I'm not able to do much of anything, to tell you the absolute truth. I don't know why it is that I can't do it, but I just can't.
Okay, I'll send in the link to that I just posted to Beck's email.
Oh wait, did Beck volunteer?
They volunteered. Yeah, Beck said they'd call for the whole Life Pittsburgh thing, so I'll just send this along with it.
Oh, I missed that. That's awesome. Way to go, Beck. I'm sorry, Diana. You're going to have to accept the fact that people give a shit about you. Too bad. Not taking it back.
I don't like it. What I need is somebody to help me clean this place.
We they might be able to help you with that.
That's true. Might be able to keep that landlord of yours happy.
I don't know where to start.
A phone call. Just say, I need help. They'll get you started. That's what they're there for. They do that. They help people in exactly your situation. All you gotta do is shoot up a flare. Let them answer it. Let them help you.
I don't know. I don't know if I should say if I'm lucky or not, but Artemis brain sample is supposed to be coming over tomorrow.
Just as a friendly visit?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, maybe you should ask for help. You know, I don't know. Well, anyway, go on.
You know who Artemis is?
Off the top of my head, no. I know the name, but I cannot hang it on an actual person.
Okay, I'm trying to think of the way to describe him.
Well, that was one thing I wasn't sure of because Artemis is a feminine, like goddess or something. But go on.
Yeah, he took his name from a Monty Python character.
Ah, fair enough.
But yeah, Artie is. He was going to come over today, but I guess there was a family matter that came up, so it's going to be tomorrow.
Urkel?
Say again?
Urkel?
Burkle?
Urkel. Sorry, Family Matters. Sitcom you've probably never seen. Character named Urkel.
Moo.
Anyway. Actually, I've barely watched it, but I have seen a few episodes. Wow, Xander's got the zoomies big time.
And he should said they'd call for you too if just give him permission.
Ooh.
Who? What?
He chilled in the chat. He said, "I'll call someone, and anyone just need Lavender's permission."
There you go. You got yourself an advocate.
Nichel?
Heat shield.
Oh, heat shield. Oh.
Yeah, the side chat there. Totally an offer there.
I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, did I do that? Right, Urkel, totally. So as I understand it, that show was not originally centered around Urkel, but audiences loved him so much that he became the focal point.
Yep, that's how it happened.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like Kramer on Seinfeld, I bet. Oh, hello, Xander. How's my little buddy boy? Oh.
Yeah. There might be a few more things that can be contacted on this link here on the University of Pittsburgh. They have a whole list of resources that you might be able to contact.
What is this thing?
That link,
you put that up there.
Yeah, that's a link. That's a University of Pittsburgh. They have a whole list of resources that might be able to help you. Now, I was only looking at the bottom one, and that was what I was just talking about.
There we
go. These are all specifically for people who are LGBTQ.
Yeah, Sisters Pittsburgh is how I originally got in touch with that person that you named earlier.
Wait, sisters, is that like the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence sisters?
I think they're loosely associated.
Mm-hmm.
I'm associated with those sisters as well.
Well,
they like me for some reason. I don't know why.
There was so much overlap between them and the Seagoth scene. It was, so you get to know them.
But I haven't seen any of those folks in, oh God, quite a long time.
Well, maybe they'll be happy to see you. I mean, after all, like you said, they kind of liked you.
Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at the
I have
sisters
to
one here.
wonder what your ulterior motives were.
Oh, for
Oh,
crying
knock
out
off
loud.
that bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose my ulterior motive is to piss you off just for funsies, but I don't think anyone else has one.
No, I'm being a pain in the arse, and you know it.
I do. Geez.
Oh man, I miss the old days.
Well, I guess I kinda too, but they're probably different old days.
I suppose they are. Where I used to go to rallies or whatever at the University of Pittsburgh, and I used to see these people, and I used to have a body that worked.
Only one? I mean, I know a lot of people who work.
Okay, I guess I need to look through stuff here. If Artie is going to be here tomorrow, I have to have some place for him to walk.
Yeah, I've been really busy cleaning up my place as well.
I'm sorry, honey, but I can't make out what you're saying right now. The microwave is making that difficult. Let's see, wait a minute. If I can get this bag out of here. There we go. Then I'll get near the machine. Oh, okay. Now, what was it that you were trying to say?
I said I'm trying to do a lot. I'm having to do a lot of cleaning up myself. I have a huge mess to deal with.
Alrighty.
I don't know. Ever since my San Diego place got so like overrun by roaches, not my fault. It's the fucking South. I've been like really anal about keeping this place clean. Like I bought a whole bunch of little clampy things to make sure nothing gets into the thing of bread, you know? Like I take the wrapper or whatever that the bread's in and put a clamp on the end of it so that, you know, nothing can crawl in.
I keep my bread in the fridge. It stays
I
longer that way.
don't. It I don't know. I don't like cold bread, I guess, and I don't know.
Well, I always toast my bread,
Okay.
so
Someone answer me this one because I'm getting conflicting results. Does peanut butter need to be refrigerated?
no.
Okay. I got to stop doing that then because it's really difficult to spread peanut butter that's cold.
I don't think that it needs to be refrigerated, but then again, I'm not sure.
I've never refrigerated my peanut butter. I've never had a problem with it molding up or anything.
Fair
Okay.
enough. I don't know. It's weird. Like I've been into peanut butter lately.
But remember, be a good atheist. Anecdotes are not evidence.
Yeah.
I suppose it's possible you could have mold up problem with like the all natural peanut butter you get like the health food store.
Ugh. No, I've got Skippy, I think. You
Oh,
know
yeah,
what? All of a sudden, I'm suddenly realizing I don't think I've seen Peter Pan peanut butter in a very long time.
I had some not that long ago.
No, it's all been Jif and Skippy lately. I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking in the wrong place. Not that I need Peter Pan peanut butter. It's just I suddenly realized I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah, I think the one I have right now is Jif because I got a buy one get one and two on it. So
No, 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 no. I need to correct you all.
What?
Not Jif peanut butter, it's GIF.
Oh, don't make me hurt you. And I will make it linger too. Like, not the kind of pain anyone will enjoy, the kind that they remember while they're lying, sobbing, clutching their knees in a therapist's office.
Oh my, no, I'm trying to remember. Anytime anybody says that word linger, it reminds me of the singer from Cranberries.
Oh, I hate that.
Rose, what the hell was her name?
I don't know. The only Rose I can think of who's famous right now is Rose McGowan.
Oh man, I've got to find this because I liked her.
Now, okay, to be fair, there was like one or two Cranberry songs I enjoyed, but for the most part, ugh. I don't know.
Oh no, not Rose, Dolores O'Riordan. O'Riordan or something.
Oh, yeah, probably O'Riordan. If it's Reardon, Reardon.
O apostrophe Riordan.
Huh. I don't know that one. So it seems I'm being blamed for killing Seattle's nightlife. It started going downhill just as soon as I left. No, the truth is that a lot of things have killed it, but it's mostly gentrification. Yeah, it's one of those things like Seattle has for decades had this long chase around the city where it's like the hipsters are enjoying shit, and then all the normies find it and they want to join in, and the hipsters are like, you people are too normal for us and you're kind of ruining the scene. So we're going to go to this part of town. And it's just eventually the whole place got built up and bought up by all the fucking yuppies, and it never like really recovered. And then the pandemic did not help.
Yeah, it's about similar with how a friend and I, after we graduated from high school, nearly half the teachers also left after on the same year.
Wow. Okay. I'm hoping there was some sort of policy thing rather than them protesting your graduation.
It was just kind of a joke. We took all the teachers with us.
Both cats are giving me these reproachful looks. They really want to be fed, but it's a half hour before dinner time.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if any of my teachers are still alive.
I know a few of mine are dead. I'm sure some of them must still be around. In fact, yes, actually, come to think of it, a language arts teacher, George Volan, still around. I know that for a fact.
I mean, the two teachers to whom I was closest are dead. Hal Swally and John Lindsay. No, he did not have a side job as mayor of New York.
Well, I know that Mr. Kamoli is dead.
I'm sorry,
He's
Bob
the one who got me into animation. I really wish I could have shown him Quinn Redshift before he died. It's like one of my biggest regrets is I never got to show that to him.
The award-winning Quinn Redshift.
Yes, that is something that is really like I'm finally accepting that I'm actually an award-winning filmmaker. That's a weird feeling, honestly, because it sounds unreal, in a way, because you always hear about things that win awards, and now here I am winning one, and I feel, I don't know, like less like I accomplished something and more like now I know how empty awards are.
Now this award, does this get you recognized throughout the film community?
Probably not. But it did get me a bit of a trophy.
All right.
Hey, look at that.
Ah.
Let me have a look. I'm not looking at it right now.
It's
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So, it's something. But yeah, I really wish I could have shown that to him. I think he would have been like, those teachers who are all like, I love seeing what my students did. It makes it feel like I, have been on the right course. I feel like I taught them something. This is awesome. I would have loved to have given him one of those moments to just show him this thing and say, you gave me my start. Thank you, sir. It would have been nice.
Yeah.
It really would have.
Yeah, I'm
really.
sure you would have been proud.
I think he would have too. You see a lot of TV shows and stuff where people have those regrets because someone died before they could tell them this, that, or the other thing, or they blame themselves for this, that, or that. I've never been the sort to do that. I'm like, it's a shame I couldn't do it, couldn't show him, what I did, but I'm not going to let it slop me up for the rest of my life the way some people seem to.
Well, I gotta be careful because it is happening to me. I mean, there is somebody over whom I have at least some regret, but there's nothing you can do about it now.
I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm just so different, or maybe I don't know what the deal is, but whenever I see like a movie or something where there's this tragic death and one character inevitably goes like, was it my fault? Or, oh, my last words were so terrible. I could have driven her to the airport. Yeah, all of that shit. And it's like, oh my gosh, stop borrowing trouble. None of this is your fault. None of it, like, it's not a problem. Don't wallow in your own guilt, damn it.
Well, there's stuff I wish I could have told Jeff, but oh well.
Yeah. But I mean, it's just whenever I see that in a movie, it feels like such lazy writing. Kind of like the whole, oh yeah, there's this whole thing where you need scientists, but the military stepped in and fucked it up. It's like maybe that might happen in real life, but it happens in every movie. And it starts to feel lazy after a while. It's like, oh yeah, stick that cliche in there, Now, I would be entertained to see a scientist or to see a military dude who actually listens to scientists goes, oh, that's information I didn't have. Cool. Good. Keep doing it. We won't shoot yet. I'd love to see that. Like a movie general who actually has a sense of proportion.
Too bad real life doesn't reflect that.
Does it? I mean, I honestly don't know. We haven't been invaded by aliens yet.
No, we had pandemics though.
Yeah, but it wasn't the military that did that bullshit. It was the politicians.
Close enough.
Not really. Because usually what it is like, well, we were working towards peace with the aliens, but you guys decided it was a threat and started shooting, and now we're in the middle of an interplanetary war. Thank you so fucking much. That kind of thing. We haven't been in one of those situations yet.
Hi, Purple.
Oh, it's Purple here. Hello.
Yeah, she just got here.
Oh, stop that, Columbia. You're getting fed soon. I suppose I could feed them early, but they keep demanding to be fed earlier and earlier to the point where it's like, I'm already feeding them 2 hours earlier than I used to at night.
So, Purple, you want a link to come in and say goodbye?
What, is Purple leaving?
No. This is contradictory.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was just putting a link in.
And you don't want to know how I interpreted that first.
What?
No, really, you don't want to know.
Okay, there we go.
Or rather, you would regret knowing.
There's a link for you, Purple Honey.
Well, shooting our own people isn't what I mean, though. I'm talking, oh, look, an alien artifact has landed on Earth. No one really understands what's going on. Like the day the Earth stood still kind of situation, if you've seen that movie.
Many times.
Yeah. In fact, there it is. So, yeah, but that's the kind of situation I'm talking about, where there's some unknown thing, an anomaly of some sort, and the scientists are like, I think they want to be friends, and the military goes, no, shoot them down, that sort of thing, like in the Abyss, for example. Or hell, how many times has like Star Trek or Babylon 5 had some hot-headed military commander come in and insist they have jurisdiction, that they should be the one in charge so that they can do their ultra-violent agenda? It happens all the time in Hollywood. It feels like such lazy writing.
Making fried rice. That's what I didn't do. I didn't make rice yesterday. Damn it.
Yep, Purple, I mentioned a movie Diana has already seen because I deliberately referenced one that was from before I was born.
Quite a bit before.
And of course, I mostly know of the existence of that movie thanks to the Rocky Horror Picture Show. No?
How is it referenced there?
Michael Rennie was ill the day the earth stood still, but he told us where we stand. It's the opening song. It's like the opening lines to the opening song.
I didn't remember that. Okay.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't remember my own name. I have to go look at the
Don't worry about it, Diana. You remember your name. It's, Esther, Edna, Agnes. It's one of those. I'm sure of it.
Oh, God, those are names you don't see anymore. Whatever happened to those names?
Well,
Ethel.
They're grandma names is what they are. That's why you don't say, like, I think it's going to be weird where the kids of my generation are going to have, like, Grandma Tiffany. It sounds weird. Grandma Tiffany. So, I mean, it just seems like names go through phases. I mean, when was the last time you met a Mortimer? I'm not sure if I've ever met a Mortimer. And I mean, some of those names really do sound archaic at this point. But, you look at some of the things that people are naming their kids these days, and it's like everyone decided that they're Frank Zappa.
Yeah.
Which isn't a problem exactly, but I remember that all the kids with unusual names in my school got teased to shit. Mind you, if all of them have unusual names, maybe it's okay, but...
Oh, my.
I
remember a time when all the kids I knew who had the unusual names were rather melanin rich.
Well, that's different. I mean, again, like I said, I'm talking about the people who named their kids the way Frank Zappa did.
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh God, I can't even give an example without it sounding racist. But okay, so understand, this is me reporting what other people have said. It's not the same as, say, Shaniqua. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Yeah, I hate saying that because it does sound racist as fuck, but I mean, I don't have any other good examples. Well, okay, sure, Shaquille O'Neal. Why not Shaquille? That's not a name you see very often.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with it, but it's still uncommon. But I mean, like, you get someone whose name is Peace, Love, Moonbeam, whatever, that's a little different.
Oh my word! I haven't seen too many lately. Like World Be Free.
Well,
You know
I
that
mean,
guy?
my friends were giving their kids names like Xerxes and Gideon, for fuck's sake.
Oh, that was a friend of mine. She actually did name her son Gideon.
Yeah, it's a little odd, some of the names. I mean, also, it doesn't help that I was in the goth community and everyone gave their kids gothy names.
I knew a girl who was named Precious.
Oh,
Oh
dear.
God. Okay, the first thing I think of there is Prince Precious.
Well, there was a Precious in one of the shows that I watch. I think it might have been, no, it wasn't How I Met Your Mother because it was the same actress but different character. Fuck, Anne Dudek, I think her name is. She was in House for a while. Um, Played Amber on House. Really hate her. She's only once played a character I didn't want to kill. But like, I think I I think she played a character named Precious and she was absolutely psychotic. But I forget in what show. Ah well. Took me a while to figure out what British people meant by that word because it's not what I mean when I say precious. Most people when they say precious they mean valuable, but apparently in Britain it means delicate. When
Okay.
you say someone's being precious, you mean that they just don't have thick skin?
Uh-huh.
Well, apparently it might have been a play on the mother's name being Jewel.
Oh dear.
Man,
don't
I
know.
can't even find the reference to Prince Precious when I look for it.
I don't know. I don't know Prince Precious. The first thing that popped to mind was Prince Valiant.
I'm trying to remember if it's from Flesh Gordon.
Oh dear. I've never seen that. I don't
Oh,
think I ever will.
it's an
Just
absolute
saying.
riot. You've got to see it at least once.
Eh, I don't know. I mean, let's put it this way. I turned off A Clockwork Orange at the scene where he was assaulting some lady with a gigantic dildo. And I decided, nah, this just is not interesting. And I have a feeling Flesh Gordon won't be any better.
Oh,
You know
Flesh
the
Gordon was intended to be a comedy.
Yes, but I still think it won't be any better.
rape scene in Clockwork Orange is actually based on the writer's real life experience.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, okay. I don't know. I never ended up finishing the movie. I just wasn't that interested.
Oh my word! You mean the budget was $470,000? I thought it would have been about $1.75.
Well, not counting the entry fees for festivals, Quinn Redshift cost me $170.
Okay then.
Okay, to be fair, if I want to include the computers, which I already had, it would probably be closer to 3K, but still.
I've got to figure out how to repair my towers.
It's funny, like in a way, and maybe there's a reason they don't do this anymore, but in a way, I almost miss the computers that were more horizontal than vertical. You remember those old, DOS machines where it was, you'd put it on the table like a VCR?
Sure do.
I mean, I understand why a tower might get in the way less, but there are times when the tower configuration actually gets in my way.
Oh my. I miss the old days when the stuff I had worked.
Hmm. I still wish I could take a look at your whatever the fuck it's called. Why am I blanking? The one that you use, the program there, OBS. That's it. I wish I could have a look at your OBS and see what you've done.
I don't know. I suppose that. Well, I have to get this studio cleaned, and then I have to work on the machines.
So
A second,
I have a feeling you've been configuring OBS incorrectly.
a second, you sit down. Okay, what have you done? Look it over. Oh God, what have you done?
Well, so yeah, what does this command mean? Format C colon. I don't know. I wonder how many people have been tricked into formatting their hard drives because they had no idea what they were doing and some jerkwad told them to type that.
Oh, that's an old joke. No matter where you go, there's a similar joke in Unix.
Hmm. 10 more minutes, kittens, then you get to eat again. Besides, you've already had a ton of kitty treats, both of yous. I've been spoiling them with kitty treats. I really shouldn't. Xander is, like Mr. Beggy Greedy Guts boy. Like every time I walk into the kitchen, he thinks I'm about to give him kitty treats, whether I am or not, whether I'm making food for me or not. Hell, I could be going in there to bring my glass into the sink and wash it out and put it in the thingy dooder, and he still thinks he's getting fed kitty treats.
Okay, I don't understand this. Flash Gordon has two numbers listed under budget: 470,000 and 700,000, and I don't know what those two numbers would be.
Well, let's see here. Indib Flash Gordon. There we are. Wait a minute. Jason Williams? Why do I know that name? Sorry, I got distracted by the cast list. I only recognize one name, and maybe I don't even recognize that. This is probably it. Filming and production. No, that's locations. Where's the other bit? Company credits? Where are you seeing the budget in the first place?
When you look up Flash Gordon and it gives you the Google search return page,
So you're not on IMDb then?
right?
Okay. Well, I'm on IMDb, so let me see if I can find it. I think usually it's listed somewhere, but they've changed the site recently, so.
Of course, it makes it all
700,000 was the box office receipts.
I
budget.
wish they would be a little clearer about that.
I'm seeing budget of 35 million for Flash Gordon.
No. Flash.
Oh, Flash.
Gordon.
Okay, that's a whole different movie.
Yep.
Gosh. And it's still older than I am.
I'm looking up a porn movie, aren't I?
Say again?
This is a porn movie, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a softcore.
Hmm.
I mean,
Hey,
there's
did you
some
know that they
nudity
have
there. And
a
that's about it.
sequel?
Say again?
There's a sequel. Flash Gordon meets the Cosmic Cheerleaders.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, neither did I until now. Wow. But yeah, the 700,000 you were seeing, that's the box office.
Okay.
Let's see.
So
I'm looking at this guy whose name I thought I recognized, but I don't see anything I've seen him in.
not a bad return on investment. I mean, I don't think very many people would be happy with it, but I would.
Well, I mean, if that price included marketing, then yes. If it didn't, I mean, a lot of films, they end up spending more on the marketing than they ever did on the film itself. Goodness knows I have. I've probably spent like $400 or $500 on film festivals for Quinn Redshift. And like I said, I spent about $170 making it.
Okay.
So yeah, letting people know it's out there costs an insane amount of money.
Oh yeah, people tend to forget that with budgets for movies.
I have to wonder, when you're looking at the Flash Gordon and then whatever you call the one that comes after,
Hmm.
um, do they have as much fun making the second one as they did the first one?
I
Because I can
suppose that
imagine,
depends how much fun did they have making the first one.
yeah, I mean, I can imagine where making the first one at least has the chance of being a hell of a lot of fun because at least in part you're not taking it seriously.
Well, that depends on the sequel. I mean, you can take The Empire Strikes Back seriously. And that's the thing is like Hollywood rarely has confidence in sequels, but I think that's a self-fulfilling prophecy because then they don't invest in the sequels and so they're shitty and so people don't really enjoy them because they're shitty because the studio was afraid no one would enjoy it. It's just sort of like a feedback loop, an echo chamber that Hollywood's gotten itself into.
Some
But the evidence would suggest that if the sequel is good, people will keep coming back for more and more sequels.
some of that has shifted around where lately with like the Marvel movies,
Yeah, exclusively with superhero flicks.
but that's starting to go downhill for them.
Mm-hmm. And don't get me started on how Disney effectively murdered Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, it's it's a thing in Hollywood, the whole sequelitis problems, but I mean, sometimes I guarantee the filmmakers are digging it, but it's rare. And it probably doesn't help when you can't get like large amounts of the principal cast back.
Yeah, that's definitely a difficult thing.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute, Kate. I
But
had said earlier that Squalmart Frosted Flakes are horrible. Oh, and they are. You answered with try Kroger's store brand. What are they, better or worse?
every time I've bought cereal at a Kroger store, it's been better than the name brand shit.
Oh, okay.
Mind you, let me clarify that. If it's an imitation, it's better. Like they have better like Fruit Loops than Fruit Loops. Generally
Okay.
speaking, I mean, I'm sure
Okay.
there's exceptions. Like maybe if they come up with something original that's all theirs, it might be crap. But most of what they come up with is basically an analog of something made by Kellogg's or Post or whatever.
All right.
So I would recommend, find yourself a QFC or a Ralph's or something. And yeah.
Too bad we don't have any of those around here. I'm trying to think. I'll have to think of who to find that's associated with Kroger's that might be out here.
Well, I'm looking that up right now. And let's see. We've got Baker's Foods Company, City Market. That can't be the City Market I'm thinking of. Fred Meyer, Dillon's, Fry's, Food for Less, and Gerba's. It's not Gerber's. It's Grbes. Gerba's. Gervais? I don't know. Oh, there's more than that. Okay, let's see. Smith's Food and Drug, Ruler, Ralph's, QFC, Pick and Save, Payless Supermarkets, Metro Market, Mariano's, Kroger, King's Supers, JC Food Store, Gerbis, Fry's, Fred Meyer Foods Co., Food for Less, Dillon City Market, and Baker's.
None of those sound like anything that's down the street, darn it.
That cannot be the City Market I'm thinking of. Because there's a couple of stores called City Market, but they're like health food co-ops here in Burlington.
Around here, there's one company that's trying to establish a monopoly and pretty much succeeding. There's Giant Eagle.
I figured that would be the one you were talking about since I just looked up grocery stores in Pittsburgh, and that seems to be coming up on several times here.
Yeah. Yeah,
The
they're
city
trying to
market,
Hmm?
the city market in Burlington isn't associated with Kroger, thank goodness.
I remember when Kroger was in the Cleveland area, but that was a long time ago.
Hmm. Well, what you gonna do? I remember when we had like Grand Union here. No one knows Grand Union. Okay.
No, I
Nope.
don't.
It's a food store. Let's see. Grand Union. Yeah, there we are. Grand Union. No? Nobody? All right.
No,
Nope.
no. Well, in much the same way as I'm willing to bet a nickel that you don't know Pick and Pay.
Nah, I guess not.
Yeah, that was a Northeast Ohio chain that Julie Kravitz had for a good long time, and I don't know if they still exist.
How about Welby Drugs?
Nope.
Yep, don't know
No,
that one.
might have been Welby Food and Drugs. I'm not sure, but well,
The grocery store I have around here is called Publix.
I've seen those.
I know that they do exist. Yes, I've never seen one. I've never been in one.
I remember going to one with my grandmother a long time ago.
Around here, you almost can't spit without hitting one.
Hmm.
Okay, so the Pick and Pay stores still exist.
Here it is. This is the only reference I can find of frickin' Welby. Right there. It's like the only picture I can find.
I remember there was one that went out of business called Food Line that used to be around here. They got in big trouble for selling bad meat.
Wait,
Oh.
Food Lion, as in the cat?
No, it was in the grocery store.
I heard Food Line, Line.
Lion.
Oh, it
Like
is Lion. Okay.
yeah.
Okay, I remember Food Lion.
Yeah,
Yes.
they got in big trouble. I remember they got in big trouble for selling bad meat.
On purpose?
Apparently, they knew
Eek.
stuff was bad. They just packaged it up and sold it anyway.
Hmm. Well, see, that's kind of obnoxious. Oh, either I'm going to go or I'm going to go and come back, but either way, it's kitty feeding time, so.
Man,
Well, I got about another half hour before I have to go take care of the chickens.
Right. All right, I'll be right back.
so wait a minute. The Pick and Pay that exists, I'm seeing the reference to South Africa. I don't know if there's anything in the US anymore.
Hmm. Yeah, they've expanded there to Wisconsin. That's interesting. Didn't know they expanded out that far. Publix.
Okay. Well, just like okay, now the one that operated in Greater Cleveland, I'm seeing the references in past tense. Just like Lawson's. Lawson's was one of the first quickie marts that I knew. Now the only place to find them is Japan.
I also have a Winn-Dixie around here. I don't know if you heard of them.
Oh, I remember Winn-Dixie. I think they used to be as far north as Southern Ohio.
Hmm. Yeah, it's kind of hard to say exactly where these things, how far these things go.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
What was that one you pick and what?
Pick and Pay?
Pick and pay?
Yeah. Yeah, if you look it up, the first thing you're going to find is South Africa.
Yeah.
There, the cats have been feted.
All right.
And I'm eating a caramel Tim Tam.
Yum.
I found the one I remembered by looking up Pick and Pay United States.
Tim Tams are pretty good.
Not sure I've ever had Tim Tam.
Not sure I can really describe it. There's sort of a tasty cookie thing inside of like a chocolate coating, but there's also various fillings, like in this case caramel.
Sounds like something that I'd like.
Used to not be able to get them in the United States, and even now you have to go to like the import section of the store to find them.
Well, maybe I'll take a look next time I'm there. I do have to go pretty soon.
Yeah. Actually, I think it might have been a little blow on blood sugar. Taking another break from weed, and for the first couple of days, you get reverse munchies where you just don't want to eat a damn thing.
Oh, I wish I could get to that point.
Well, become a pothead.
Say again?
I said, well, become a pothead.
Yeah, I'd have to get a whole bunch of pot first.
So it's
Well, I suppose it's fair to say that because I do, partake of the weed quite a bit these days, I'm ahead of my time.
Okay.
Nah.
yeah, so it's an Australian cookie kind of thing.
And they're pretty good.
Yeah, if I can find them, I'll try them.
Well, anyway, that was good. And I suppose it probably helps to take my brain meds with food. I usually take like my nighttime dose of brain meds when I feed the cats. It's a good way to time it,
Yeah, I always make sure to take the naproxen sodium with after dinner.
It's so funny. Like, I know I've mentioned it before, but I tried so long, like resisting these meds. Like, I wanted to get off them as soon as I possibly could after the brain surgery. And my neurosurgeon kept pushing back the day when I could get off them. And then when I got the autism diagnosis, they said, yeah, we would have put you on that stuff anyway. So I just sort of gave in, So now I take lamotrigine twice a day. Or Lamictal. It's the same thing, different name.
All off this stuff. Oh, we'll put back on it. Oh, damn it.
Well,
I'm looking around and I have no idea where to start cleaning.
Just pick up something and start there. Whatever random thing you grab.
That might be what I have to do.
Now, lately I have some trouble sometimes getting started animating just because I look forward, I look ahead at how much effort it's going to be, and I'm just like, ugh. But I force myself to do one little thing, and the next thing I know, it's bedtime. So,
Yeah, that happens to me a lot.
Yeah, that's kind of how I'm handling cleaning right now.
Yeah.
I wish I could find something to do and then do it, because right now I'm not in pain and I wish I could use the time to good purpose.
So, slam dunk competition?
Something.
Fair enough. I don't think I've ever slam dunked a ball in my life.
Nope.
I don't know. I was raised in that kind of neighborhood where there were a bunch of basketballs that were communal property and they were just left at the basketball court and no one expected them to be stolen, which they never were. I don't know. It was that kind of place.
It's great when that stuff happens.
Yeah.
It really is.
I don't know. I kind of miss some of the neighborhood where I was raised. There was a community there, and now not so much. Now it's like a bunch of people who just don't get it moved in.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Hell, we used to have these like we would just celebrate our neighborhood every summer. We had a Queen City Park Day. It was a lot of fun. There were like improvised boat races and a barbecue and all kinds of shit. It was fun. I miss that.
I never had any of that when I was growing up.
Mm.
Unfortunately, once the slimy bastards bought the house, it was, smack in the middle of suburbia, and it had that whole suburbia about it. I'm wondering what it would have been like had I been able to stay in the old neighborhood, the old inner city Cleveland neighborhood.
Okay, you know what? You need to read a book called Alan Mendelsohn, The Boy from Mars by Daniel Pinkwater. I think you'll enjoy it. It's for kids, but you'll enjoy it.
What about a kid whose parents buy a house on Mars?
No, actually, it's about a kid whose parents buy a house in a really uptight neighborhood after living in, like a community almost like I described. And he totally doesn't fit in any way, shape, or form until he meets a guy named Alan Mendelsohn who keeps telling everybody he's from Mars and no one believes him. But
Okay.
trust me, I think you'd enjoy it, even with the like weirdly hippie-ish parts.
I might like the weirdly hippie-ish stuff.
Well, because they keep going on this whole thing where Alan keeps saying, like, sure, he's from Mars, but he keeps calling it the Bronx. Like he says he lived in the Bronx on Mars, but then he goes and visits like Leonard's old neighborhood, and he's like, oh my God, this is just like the Bronx. So it's got that same sort of vibe where it's like people feel displaced from where they belong and where they felt happy and comfortable. And so they find a kind of friendship almost based on that in a way, that and being outcasts. Not entirely sure why I related to being an outcast, except for being one.
There you go.
No, it's a fun book. I would recommend it.
There are times that I wish for some of the stuff Purple has described, setting up a commune somewhere, buying a building and renovating the units and everything, and people might, huh?
Well, I'd love to do that too. It's just I don't know how to do it without there eventually being bad blood between people who otherwise cared about each other.
Well, that too. Yeah, that is problematic.
Because it seems simple enough, but then someone somewhere is going to say, I really wish someone would stop doing blah. And someone else is like, but I love doing blah. I don't want to stop doing blah. And the next thing you know, it's a fight.
And then, well, the problems only start with where do you put the place?
Now, it might work out for the best if, like, I was in charge and I installed shock collars on everybody so you'd all behave properly. That could work.
I don't know about that.
Well, it would work for me. And it suddenly occurs to me that I don't think I've ever seen Despicable Me 3.
I've never seen any of the Despicable Me's.
They're worth it. At least I enjoyed them, especially given how little I've been enjoying like CG movies lately. It all seems so trite. Like it feels like I'm watching the same story just with a facelift, you know?
Yeah. I watched Spider-Man No Way Home last night. That was largely boring.
Hmm. I find myself really enjoying the Minions. I find them entertaining.
The thing that was bothering me about that show is they had that whole people, just kind of jabbering and stuttering all that just to fill a little time, like it was some kind of joke.
Well,
Have you
I
seen
mean,
that
actually,
done?
well, a lot of the Minion's speech is based on actual human speech. I mean, it's like a mix of what was it? It was like Spanish, French, Japanese,
No,
and
I was talking about what they were doing in Spider-Man. They're doing
and I wouldn't
the
know about that part.
yeah, they're doing the whole little bit of there's people that, and that was apparently some kind of comedy thing that they do in movies nowadays, and it's just, I find it just annoying.
What, where people stammer?
Yeah, they do it
Uh,
for like 3 5 minutes, whatever.
we're watching different movies, I guess.
They did it all through the 2016 Ghostbusters movie.
You mean the one I refuse to watch?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I've seen it in other movies too, and it just happened to show up in this one.
In my world, there's really only one Ghostbusters movie because, frankly, Ghostbusters 2 was terrible. Ghostbusters Afterlife was completely derivative of the first one, and the less said about the remake, the better. Honestly, like, if it weren't for Top Gun Maverick, I would seriously think Hollywood has no idea how to handle sequels that come way too late. But Top Gun Maverick was a worthy successor to the Top Gun crown.
Yeah, accidents happen.
I think this one was deliberate. The more I watch that movie, the more I'm like, the guy who made this, the dude who directed it, fucking loved Top Gun. He loved the original, and it shows. It was kind of like when I bought Star Control. Was it Origins? I think was the name of it. The video game based on the old Star Control series. I was sitting there watching the trailer for it, and when that music started up, the hyperspace travel music started up. I'm like, oh my god, we're in good hands. This is being made by people who loved the original like I did, and it was true. I mean, there were a few things I might have tweaked about the just the mechanics of the game, but for the most part, it definitely had the vibe of this was made by someone who liked what you liked too, rather than this is something that was made by a studio who wants a buck, you know?
Okay.
And honestly, I think if you make your entertainment with whether the fans will love it in mind, you'll make more money than just putting something out there with the right title on it, you know?
Yeah.
That's just me. Well, actually, no, it's not just me. There's a lot of people out there who are pissed off about that shit. Just saying.
Gusto bedala ken na makaroda.
I actually recently went through not the entire catalog of Cinema Sins, just the ones based on movies I'd actually seen. It was pretty entertaining, actually.
Well, it seems like this Picard season 3 is turning out to be the Star Trek's version of Force Awakens.
Oy.
It was everybody's like, "Oh, this is so great! This is so great!" And now the the whole thing kind of set in a little bit, I'm seeing more and more people going, yeah, this is crap.
I haven't watched any of
Wait a
the
minute.
Star.
Wait.
In fact, I haven't watched any new Star Trek that's not Jar Jar Abrams Star Trek since, oh gosh, I don't know. I watched an episode and a half of Discovery and said, fuck this shit. And that was the last new Star Trek I watched that wasn't in a movie theater.
Well, Discovery is pretty much a good example of what you're getting with everything. Well, I can't quite say that. Is the Lower Decks comedy thing is a little bit different.
See, I have been for decades saying I wanted something like Lower Decks, but I want it taken seriously, not a comedy. I've always thought that watching the lower ranks on a starship instead of the bridge crew would be a very interesting take. But instead, they had to make it silly and use that ugly ass CalArts style of animation. Fuck those guys. I hate that shit.
I haven't really seen the other mirrors they've done, so I can't really comment on them.
Ugh, CalArts ugly animation style. I don't know why that's taken hold. Ugh.
I don't know if this is the one
It's
I'm
cheap.
looking for.
The reason why it's taken hold is because it's cheap to do. There's apparently also Prodigy and I think what was the other one? I want to say Brave New Worlds. I'm not sure if that's the name of it. Strange New Worlds. That was it.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I haven't seen either of those. I heard Strange New Worlds was crap, but
Well, I saw the first episode and I was really on the fence right up until I saw that fireplace in the captain's quarters, and I was like, you have got to be kidding me.
yeah, I heard about that.
Oh my God, that was one of the stupidest things I've ever seen. I mean, never mind, you're on a starship. It's a fire hazard. I mean,
Prodigy is a CG cartoon. It kind of looks like it was It was the bastard child of Mass Effect, and what was the other one it looked like? People compare it to. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Now, I think a Mass Effect series would be awesome.
That would be
I would
cool.
love to watch a Mass Effect series.
I have seen like a one-shot cartoon of Mass Effect, like from that was pretty decent.
Was it actually made by the people, or was it a fan film thing?
I think it was made by the people.
Cool. I might have to look for that. Mass Effect is an interesting series. I still haven't played 3, though. Really should. I was impressed that some of the stuff that you did in the first game carried over into the second game, like including, you have to pick which character dies, and then you play the second game and it looks at your old save games and says, okay, you killed off so-and-so instead of the other one, so now we're going to change the plot for you.
Okay, it was one I was thinking about was Mass Effect Paragon Lost.
Is it streaming somewhere?
I don't know.
Well, anyway.
Okay, wait a minute. Is this?
You know what else I think would make a really good series is Fallout. Like, rarely do video games get good movies or series as Asusas, but I think that Fallout would be a lot of fun. Oh, you could do an entire first season just in the vault, and they leave the vault at the end of it, and then the second season they're out in the wastelands. That would kick so much butt.
I'll take your word for that.
I don't think you'd enjoy the Fallout series. I mean, maybe you would. How do you feel about post-apocalypse? Like Mad Max type stuff?
Doesn't sound bad.
Fallout 4 is interesting. Like, I'm used to those things being set in deserts, but Fallout 4 was actually out in the wilderness surrounding Boston.
Oh, that sounds Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. Well, guess what Diamond City is?
New York.
No, actually, it's a baseball park.
What, Fenway?
Yep. It's been turned into a giant sort of apartment complex and bazaar. And everyone calls it Diamond City.
All right.
There's even this one dude, he sells nothing but baseball gear. I mean, you can use the bat as a melee weapon, but the clothing is useless as armor.
That's the cast of Star Trek Prodigy.
I have seen a trailer.
Apparently, it's a holographic Janeway.
Okay, so that is Janeway.
Yeah.
Is Kate Mulgrew playing the voice?
I think so.
Cool. Man, what happened to her? Have you seen her in Orange is the New Black?
Yeah, I saw she gained quite a bit of weight.
Took me 2 episodes to know it was her, and the Russian accent did not help. It was kind of like how it took me like several minutes to recognize Paul Reiser in Stranger Things.
Wait a minute. I might be getting somewhere.
Oh?
Yeah, I'm seeing a list of Google accounts for Diana Clarion.
Oh, with that. Okay. Oh, you're halfway there. Anyway, I'll just be
Yeah. Actually,
whoa. Anyway, I'll just stop with the Bon Jovi.
So wait a minute. Save screenshot. I'm going to try to save this because I'm too lazy to write any of it down.
You know, it's funny, like Beat Saber had this rock and roll mixtape pack, and it had no Bon Jovi on it. It had Guns N' Roses, but it would have been nice to do Beat Saber to Living on a Prayer.
I used to be really into Bon Jovi.
I really wasn't. In fact, for a good long time, I hated most of the bands in that genre just because of how they sing. Like, if you listen to Axl Rose with that weird whiny voice of his, you know, I mean, I got over it because I really do like the music itself, but I still have a hard time with that guy's voice. And so many people tried to imitate him too. Oh, well.
Okay, now. Oh, God, it would be so nice if I was getting somewhere.
Have you looked up like how to recover a Google email account?
Yeah, and I can't make sense of any of their instructions. So many of them tell you to do things that you can't find on your screens.
Oh, I hate it when that shit happens. You know, like so many times I'm looking up some shit for 3DS Max and they give you like, you know, hit this command that's buried 5 submenus deep.
Yes.
That they don't tell you about. They just expect you to go looking.
Yeah.
Or they're giving you instructions for a layout that's outdated.
Yes. Oh, I hate that. I hate that, hate that, hate that.
Wait a minute. Did you go to the how to recover your Google account thing here if you've got your email address? Because they've got a whole bunch of steps that are pretty easy.
Yeah, I was looking at them and I can't find the way to do them on here. It's almost as if they're pointing to an old version.
Really? Because I just found it. You type in accounts. Well, you don't have to type that. Go to Google, type in where did it go? Here, Google's Find My Email page. If you entered your phone number, you can find it. If you entered your first and last name, you can find it.
Okay, because I may have found what I was looking for. I'm not sure. I've got to go on here and okay, this is, let me go up here. Diana Clarion, Lavender Lady at Nordnet.net. Yeah. The one I was looking at previously was Diana Clarion at fnordnet.net. So this appears to be a different one, and it might be the one I'm looking for.
Mm.
What I've got to do is see if some of the other accounts have this one, have given this one a wrench. Because they had not given the other one a wrench.
Well, how are you going to find that one out?
I'm not sure. I may have to go and try to get on somebody's live stream.
Yeah. Ooh, there's like funky looking clouds outside, and you're getting those rays from the sun that go through them. It's really cool looking.
Well, that's always
Oh,
neat.
I forget what the name. Yeah, there's a name.
I've heard it called like rays of God or something.
Yes.
You know, and I don't really like using that term for it. I can't imagine why not, but
Yeah.
But we've actually been having some decent blue skies here lately. It's been kind of Seattle-ish out, although with more definition to the clouds. So fortunately, not exactly Seattle out, but it's still been pretty gray. And now we got sun and blue peeking out through those clouds, and it's 43 degrees Fahrenheit out there. So I think winter is breathing its last gasp.
You wouldn't be talking about crepuscular rays, would you?
Ow, I've never heard that word.
They are sunbeams that originate when the sun is just below the horizon during the twilight period.
Nope.
Okay.
Well, let me put it this way. The sun is up there, right? So it's not below the horizon. Now, this is when it's up high, but it's obscured by clouds, except not completely. And you get those sort of like, you know, the almost vapor-filled rays coming out of the clouds.
Okay.
Completely different.
Okay, I'm just gonna try to pick something up and put it somewhere.
These.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah, these are what they talk about when they say rays of God, right here.
Wait a minute. Let me look. Where?
Both of us actually. You see how they're coming through the trees on mine, through the clouds on Mage's?
I can't even see them yet. I lost them somehow. Oh, let me just go over to YouTube.
What are you looking at?
I think she lost which tab the stream is actually in.
Yes, I did. I lost that tab.
That might make it a little bit difficult to close the stream out.
It might. It just might. Wait a minute. Let me. What is this called? Oh. Wait a minute. I'm not getting anywhere. All right. All right. Let's go over here. And then we're going to go over here.
I'm hoping I'm making someone seasick.
How am I going to manage this? Yeah, how am I going to manage this having lost it? Oh, Christ.
I think you lost it years ago.
Oh, yes, absolutely I did.
Yeah. Hold on, maybe I can... Yeah, that's not much bigger, is it? There we go, that's better.
Let me just try to go through the login. Oh, for fuck's sake. I hate this get the login code and everything else they do.
It sure would be not like the sheer number of times we don't recognize you on this machine. Oh, fuck off. You know?
I've actually gotten that by just switching browsers.
Oy. I don't know. It feels like I've been saying, oh, fuck off to inanimate objects a lot lately.
Okay, please check your email. I hate this. Oh my word. Okay, so wait now. What is that called? I wonder if there's I wonder if there's a lifetime on these shows. I mean, do they shut it off after a while?
If the tab is still open, oh, I don't think so.
Damn it.
I've never seen like I think I've seen 24-hour long videos, but not much longer than that. Like usually it's here's 10 hours of this particular song for whatever reason.
Okay, so it might not run until Thursday.
We never know. But, you know, if you just close your entire browser, I'm sure the stream will close. This seems to have confused you.
Yeah, that would be nice if it did. Because I think I think I lost I think I lost the tab I need.
Well, if the tab is not closed, and the tab can't be closed because you're still here with us. So it's there somewhere.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Oh, look.
Found it, did you?
It might have 2 instances of Chrome open.
That might explain your echo.
Oh, am I echoing?
No, you're not echoing. You said you were echoing before with yourself. So
I always have. Oh, go on.
That might be because you had your StreamYards and YouTube going, or 2 StreamYards going, or whatever.
I always have 2 instances of Chrome open, one on this monitor, one on that monitor. So, I mean, usually it's just, well, you know, on monitor 1, I have the Bionic Dance Gmail open, and on, you know, monitor 2, I have the Quinn Redshift Gmail open, and, you know, in some instances, I'll have YouTube on one so I can watch that, and Twitter on the other, you know, that sort of thing.
Okay.
So are you looking at the stream now?
I haven't found it yet.
Okay.
This is the poo-poo-ness. I'm because I want to find the one without closing the other one and dropping us off the air.
Wait, then I don't understand. What are you doing? I mean, do you have more than one tab open for the stream? Uh-oh.
It have 2 Chromes running at the same time.
Right. And? I'm not seeing the problem.
Well, I don't know which one I'm on or anything.
Well, it doesn't matter. Click one and look at the tabs. It really doesn't matter.
Wait a minute. Welcome the Lavender Lady. Google account, the Lavender Lady. Okay, you're not going to understand where I'm coming from, and I'm not going to be able to explain it, so I'll quit that. And
well, the stream hasn't closed, so if you quit something, it was not the wrong thing.
Okay, wait a minute. Manage account. What? No. I don't want to lose what? No, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. I'm not going to worry about any of it.
How many tabs do you usually have open in your browser at once?
I don't know, 15, 16.
Really?
Yeah.
I really
Right now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I rarely have more than 3. Well, okay. Per instance of the browser, I rarely have 3 or more than 3, rather. I mean, like right now, I have 2 instances of Gmail, Google Image Search, and StreamYard.
Yeah, I've
Wait,
got
where am I?
I think at some point I need to get some food in me because that Tim Tam was not enough.
I will have to get going pretty soon.
No.
Diana,
I have what I'm looking for, and I may easily lose it and not get it back.
Well,
what are you doing?
yeah, I don't know what you're doing because there's ways to do it that are really super easy. Or at least easy but tedious. It just involves clicking every tab in each instance of Chrome. And as long as you avoid the big ol' X, you should be fine.
Did you get distracted with something else?
What?
I don't know, you haven't said much.
'Cause you were trying to find the StreamYards tab, and then you seem to be talking about Chrome and your accounts.
I may have to wait until the show is over and not worry about it dropping off.
Well, if you keep your mouse pointer up at the very top of the screen, you cannot close Chrome unless you go all the way to the right. So if you click each tab from the very top of the screen and no lower, it'll be fine.
Oh Lord. Okay, you know what?
Chicken
I'm
butt.
just not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna do whatever I do, and whatever happens, happens, and I don't care.
Fair enough. There is some sort of freedom in fuck it.
Yeah.
I've used that mindset to good effect from time to time.
Okay, so here.
Kind of want Chinese food.
I'd offer to make some, but I don't have the recipe available to me right now.
I'm probably just going to go to China Express. They make the best pork fried rice I have ever had. I'm not even kidding. Like, nothing else compares.
Okay. Okay, so here's here.
Ooh. Wonder what their
Okay, so it's
specialties are.
outsigned.
Jesus. All right, let's have a look at side orders. Fried noodles, huh? Ooh, hot appetizers.
Well, let's talk about food's getting me hungry.
Well, I'm already hungry, so, misery loves company. Ooh, Some of these appetizers sound good. Ooh, they have boneless spare ribs. I've always enjoyed those. In fact, that's the kind of pork that's in the pork fried rice. It's got that char siu sauce that I love.
Oh, right.
I don't know.
Oh, no, I finally see the rays you were talking about. And yeah, those are the rays I was talking about.
But you said below the horizon.
That's what the article said.
Well, that picture's clearly not
It's
below the
clearly
horizon.
not below the horizon.
Yeah.
Okay, what is this? This is YouTube.
Let's see what they have for lunch and dinner combos.
So I can get rid of that.
Ooh. They include pork fried rice with the dinner plates. Cool. That's great.
I wish I could stumble on free food because they've pulled the whole food stamp thing and it scares me. It scares me that I'm not going to be able to afford food soon.
Yeah.
Have you looked into any local food banks?
The food banks I know about are really hard for me to get to while I'm carrying anything.
And they were really unhappy when I tried to make a deposit. I guess used food is not what they're after. No, it's funny. I was at a restaurant. Well, not really a restaurant. It was the mall food court. But they asked me if I wanted a copy of my receipt. And I'm like, I don't think it's broken. And I know you don't want me to return it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, all the food banks around here are religiously run as well. So there's a chance they're gonna want you to pray before you eat.
That's what I don't like. There was one place, I don't know, what do you want to call it? You would go there and you would eat. They would give you what they called a meal.
I thought food banks were the sort where you go there and they give you food to take home. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Well, they ran one of those too, but on Fridays, they would open a room and you would have a meal there.
Yeah, they'll do both. I've been to one where they gave me a bunch of bologna sandwiches and then they gave you food to take home.
There were two of those that I went to at one time, and they would pray before their food.
Apparently, I got lucky. The one that went to, the person who took me there was saying that they usually have you do a prayer before they do everything, but this time they didn't. So I kind of got lucked out there.
I don't know. I figure, like, if someone ever asks me to lead grace for whatever reason, because it could happen, sometimes they're like, "Oh, you're a guest. Why don't you say?" I'm just gonna go rub-a-dub-dub. Thanks for the grub, and leave it at that. You know,
my dad
maybe throw in a yay cooks at the end of it.
You know, my dad would do pretty much exactly that.
Well.
Yeah, what I just don't like people who expect you to happily follow along with their delusions.
Yeah. It's very entitled. Like I was trying to explain to someone, like, oh, well, if I'm going to believe in your God, I could also believe in Zeus. And they're like, no, that's different. Like, apparently the only religions that exist are the Abrahamic religions, and only theirs, of course, is valid.
Yeah, especially don't like that when they're holding something over your head that you need.
Well, I don't know.
What I especially don't like is not only do these people expect you to happily follow along, without complaint and everything else, but people who believe differently to the way they do expect you to follow along with them and then later follow along with them.
Yeah. Oh, well, okay. When I was dating that ex of mine who's an addict, I went to like a whatever the hell it's called. Not Alcoholics Anonymous, the one for people who are, who have addicts in their lives, whatever the fuck that one's called. And they kept insisting on the whole 12 step, you're powerless, and you have to give yourself to God as you understand God. And I'm like, dude, I'm a fucking atheist. I'm not going to believe in God. And they're like, just God as you understand. I'm like, I'm not going with the fucking God, And I never went back after the first meeting. And honestly, they were really not the group I was looking for either, because I was not so much looking for like, my life has been ruined by an addict. I was more like, look, I love this girl. She's an absolute, I just something about her, but she's an addict. How do I deal? Is what I really wanted. But
Right.
Since then, I've learned, look, maybe it's unfair to a lot of addicts, but after two of them and getting fucked over by both, no, never dating another one.
Mhm.
Okay. Then.
Understandable.
I mean, like I say, there are some people out there, I know they're recovering addicts and they're pretty okay, but I've been burned too many times. You've heard the stories.
Yeah.
I'm never, just not going to happen. No, I'm sorry. If you're an addict, forget it. Not happening.
Totally
Yeah.
understandable.
And,
Anyway, I need to get going anyway. So
okay. And I'm
So-
looking at this Szechuan beef like someone who hasn't eaten in a week. So,
Oh,
see you guys
my.
later.
yeah.
You take
Have
care,
fun.
honey.
Don't get horribly burned alive by any monsters or anything.
Yep.
Okay, cool. It's not the world's best farewell, but people sit up and take notice.
Yep.
Although I've kind of started using May the Force be with you the way Southerners use bless your heart.
Jack Kanokobarigi.
And I don't think they get it, but I get that I gave them a fuck you.
Moof beef.
No, Szechuan beef, actually. Because seriously, that shit sounds so tasty right now. And it comes with nothing but what I like. It says right here, each dinner plate served with white, brown, or pork fried rice and an egg roll or a spring roll. That sounds great. I'll get the pork fried rice and the egg roll with my Szechuan beef, and I'm the happiest camper in the world. Oh, wait, General Tso's chicken? That's good stuff, too.
I was just going to say I could have an entire pot of General Tso's right now. I love that shit.
It is pretty good. Mongolian beef is really good too, which is basically Szechuan beef, really. I mean, they may be the same dish by a different name, but if they're not, they share a lot in common.
Trying to think of what I was going to say.
Ooh, ginger beef with string. This all sounds good. Did you freeze up or are you just motioning?
No, I can't think of what I was going to say. I lost it completely.
No, you were so motionless, I couldn't tell if the screen had frozen. Anyway, I really am hungry, so I'm going to make like a baby and head out.
Okay.
And I will catch you like the plague.
I think I'll go to, hopefully I'll be talking to you soon. I don't know.
And call those contacts. My gosh, you need this. You know you do.
Okay, what I've got to do is I can't remember what the contacts are, and I don't have them written down, and I probably lost them.
Well, they're in the chat.
Who do I need to call?
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I mean, which one of us do I need to call to get all the rest of it?
Mage. Mage has all of that info. But
All
I mean, it's not hard to look it up. Like, let's see, what is it? Pittsburgh living at home. There it is. Yes, it's the fourth one down. If you type in Pittsburgh senior living at home, it's right there. Life Pittsburgh home for seniors. bada bing. Next time we have one of these, I'll expect you to have called. Just saying.
I may have, I may not have. I'm not sure yet.
All right. Well, you know you need this because seriously, in the green room you were a fucking basket case, and right now you're doing all right. You need people in your life.
Yes, I do. I do need people in my life.
So make that phone call. Come on, this is perfect for you. They will do everything you need, and it sounds like they'll do it for free. Give it a whirl. You're gonna love it. It'll make your life so much better. It really will. Just saying.
That's what they all say.
Yeah, well, give it a try,
I don't
please.
trust it. I don't trust
Please.
anyone anymore.
Okay, well, I hope you trust me enough to give it a whirl because I really think this will help you. Please.
I need someone. I need something. I need something that'll help, something that'll work. I don't know if I can find it.
It's right here. It's right here. You type in Pittsburgh Senior Living at Home. It's the fourth link down. And it sounds perfect. It sounds like they're going to give you everything you need without forcing you to move. It's exactly what you want. Give it a try. Who knows? It might work out. I mean, sometimes it seems like you're afraid of things working out, but seriously, this is good for you. Give it a whirl. Please. For the people who give a damn about you, please give it a whirl.
I can't imagine anyone giving a damn about me.
I'm right here telling you. My gosh. I mean, I'm right here saying it to your very own face bone. Come on. Now, please
You don't
promise me you'll call.
understand what I am. You don't understand what's happened to me over the last months.
Maybe, but I do. Look, we've been doing these streams for what, 3 years at least? I wouldn't keep coming back if you weren't worth it, Diana. Now, please promise me you'll call. Promise me. Don't make me guilt trip you.
I'm not sure I can promise because I'm not sure that I can follow through, but I'll at least try.
Well, don't make me quote Yoda then.
Who
But
is it that I'm supposed to call?
it's called Life Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh Home Care for Seniors. If you type in Pittsburgh Senior Living at Home, you'll find it. It's the fourth one down.
I'll try to call them and find out what I have to give up to get anything.
What if it turns out you don't have to give up a damn thing?
And that is an answer to that question, isn't it? What do I have to give up? Nothing. Okay.
Well, but what I mean is that could easily turn out to be the answer. So, seriously, don't give in to fear or anxiety and please call, okay?
It's so difficult for fear to stop me. I am so afraid. There's been so much taken from me that I'm afraid always.
I understand. For a good long time, I was unwilling to date because of that addict I dated. And it was really hard. I was scared of getting fucked over by another girl. But I'm willing to try again, and I hope you are too. Please call these people, please.
I'll try to try.
Well, I guess that's the best I'm going to get out of you. But again,
Right now,
do or
yes,
do
it
not,
is.
there is no try, according to Yoda. Anyway, Szechuan beef, I hear your call. Have fun, Diana. Please do better. Please, please. All right, I'll catch you later, all right?
You take care, honey.
All right, bye.
Take care. Bye. I'm going to sign off because my StreamYard time is running out. Purple. I suppose I'll call you later and bother you. I know I'm constantly annoying you. It's just not. I'm a mess. That's what I am. Take care. Maybe I'll be back. If it goes right, maybe I'll die and there won't be a me to come back. So thanks a lot, troops. See you on the other side.